Ain't that one copied?
No.
Right.
Oh, Imagine Dome, let's face the east.
So the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, you can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verse 8 through 13. Abanawu,
Abanawu,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Shabkat,
Shabkat,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Balakwatka,
Balakwatka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Ratazaka,
Zaka,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'arataza,
Barataza,
Kawa,
Tawa,
Ayah,
Ayah,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Latanganaw,
Tamanaw,
Lakam,
Nakam,
Ko,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalaknaw,
Wasalaknaw,
Kabawaknaw,
Tawakinaw,
Kasalaknaw,
Tazalakinaw,
Kabawakinaw,
Kawakinaw,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Tabiyanaw,
Tabiyanaw,
Banasawan,
Masawan,
Abba,
Abba,
Hawshanaw,
Shanaw,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Rai,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Amalakwa,
Malakwa,
Wa'al,
Wa'al,
Wataparat,
Paras,
Laulam,
Laulam,
Aman.
Aman.
Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as
as
it
it
is
is
in
in
heaven.
heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
Our
daily
daily
bread,
bread,
and forgive us of our debts
give us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we
forgive our
forgive
debtors,
And lead us not into temptation,
lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Asha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Fahari,
Mahari,
Ma'ayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azari,
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 Ma'an,
Mayan,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Asha,
Shemayim,
Shemaim,
Wa'arataza,
Warasa,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Namawat,
Wagalka,
Galka,
Aliyanawam,
Aliyanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Nah,
La'a,
La'ah,
Hanawam,
Hanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yashan,
Shalmah,
Shalmah,
Yashad,
Yashal,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Zalka,
Aliyad,
Ah,
Yamyanka,
Yamyan,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemat,
Hashemash,
La'a,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wa'ara,
Wa'ara,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makorai,
Kalrai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atnapashka,
Anapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'atka,
Taza'atka,
Wabawa'aka,
Wawaka,
Ma'aita,
Ma'aita,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Aulam.
Alam.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
Whence cometh my help?
My help comes from Yahweh,
My help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that
He that
keepeth thee will not slumber.
slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither
shall neither
slumber nor
sleep.
sleep.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy keeper.
is thy
Is thy
keeper.
keeper.
Yahweh
Yahweh
is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thee from all evil.
Shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thy going out
Shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
This time forth
and even forevermore.
and forevermore.
Power.
Powers after.
Powers after us.
Yeah, after blessings.
Pray to bless Israel in the evil. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Rock the now.
Rock the now.
Wayashal.
Wayashal.
Wabaya.
Wabaya.
Safari.
Safari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rafa'a.
Rafa'ah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
At this time, you say the name of the loved one once. Everyone repeats that name once.
Every time, all of Israel. All of Israel. It's too early, so just all of Israel at this point.
All of Israel.
You gotta wrap this shit up.
All of Israel.
All of
Out
Israel.
of Israel.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
Throughout the month.
Throughout our month.
In English. Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
bless us and Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
And the school.
In the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alain.
Alain.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wal-Tashikwat.
Al-Tashikwat.
All.
Oh.
Kayana.
Yahana.
Wabika.
Awabika.
Yahami Yuwan.
Yahamayawan.
Rach.
Rach.
Alamaka.
Alamaka.
Yaruyamu.
Yarayama.
Sabara.
Sawara.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Yatazwa.
Yatazwa.
Al-Tazwa
Atazwapanka.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Nakawa.
Mordecai-Yadam.
Makayidam.
Magalia.
Magali.
Wala Zakar.
Wa'azazaka.
Shambia Shal.
Shamyashal.
Nawar.
Nawad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Naitazwa.
Natazwa.
Labat.
Labat.
Karwa.
Kawa.
Ariaka.
Ariaka.
Baya.
Faria.
Yakaratu.
Yakaratu.
Ahali.
Ahali.
Arumam.
Arwan.
Waya Shemai Alayam.
Wayashma Alayam.
Mawaba.
Mawab.
Wahagarian.
Wahagarian.
Gabal.
Bo.
Wamuan.
Wamuan.
Wamulat.
Wamulat.
Alashat.
Alashat.
Amishabi.
Alashabi.
Azawar.
Tazawur.
Gamashabu.
Gamashabu.
Alwa.
Alwa.
Amam.
Amam.
Aywa.
Alwa.
Zawat.
Jarawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Vanilawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Ashalaham.
Gamadian.
Kamadi.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasiyasara.
Kayabian.
Kayabi.
Manakal.
Manakal.
Bayashwan.
Yashwan.
Nashamadu.
Nashamad.
Bayanda Aru.
Anda Aura.
Haywa.
Aywa.
Dama.
Dama.
Ladam.
Adam.
Shatamu.
Sayatama.
Nari Yamau.
Nanayamaw.
Karab.
Kara.
Wakazaba.
Makazab.
Wakazabak.
Makazabat.
Wakazalmanai.
Makazalmanai.
Kal Nasaya Kam.
Kalnasayakamba.
Asha.
Asha.
Amaru.
Maru.
Nairosha.
Narasha.
Lanawa.
Nanawa.
Ah.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alhain.
Alahai.
Alhaya.
Alahaya.
Shaitam.
Shatam.
Kagabala.
Gogla.
Kakwash.
Kufash.
Lapanyo Rauka.
Paniwaraka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Sabaru Yaru.
Bariyar.
Wakalahab.
Wakalahab.
Dalhat.
Dalahat.
Ari.
Ari.
Kan.
Kan.
Kan Daradab.
Kandandadab.
Pasaraka.
Saraka.
Wabasa Wapatka.
Basawapatka.
Tablaham.
Tabalaham.
Malaa.
Malaa.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Talawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayakakashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawu.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Bashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahaw.
Adi Ai.
Adi Ai.
Wayakaparwa.
Yakakar.
Wayabarwa.
Maya Abadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Maya Dai.
Kayata.
Yata.
Shimka.
Shuka.
Yahawu.
Yahweh.
Tabarka.
Tabaka.
Aliwan.
Ayawam.
Ah. Ko.
Call.
Aratasa.
Abrataza.
Go ahead.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Get out thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
Lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
Lift up their
They
head
have taken crafty counsel
Take crafty
against
counsel
thy people.
against our people.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against our enemies.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
let's cut them off being a nation.
That the name of Israel
In the name of Israel,
may be no more remembered.
there is no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against you.
Tabernacles of evil.
Tabernacles of Edom,
And the Ishmaelites
and the
of Moab.
Ishmaelites
Of Moab.
of Moab,
And the Hagarenes.
Nazarenes,
Sabal.
Gabal,
And Ammon.
and Ammon,
And Amalek.
Amalek,
Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of
Tyre.
Tyre.
Sure also is joined with it.
and Shur is also joined
We
with
have
them.
hope in the children of Lot.
Have hope in the children of Lot.
Doing to them as to the Midianites.
Doing to them as a Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kison.
And the brook Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
Became his dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rail.
make the nobles like a
Like
river,
Like Zaid.
Like Zee.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes
All the princes.
as Zebah and Zalmunna.
As Zebah and Moon.
Who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
and say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
Make them like a wheel.
Make it like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
stubble before the wind,
As a fire burneth the wood.
as fire burneth the wood,
And as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
as flames set the mountains on fire.
to persecute them with thy tempest,
to persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
make them afraid with thy storm,
For their faces with shame,
for the face of shame,
that they may seek thy name,
they might seek thy name,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble,
Let them be confounded in trouble,
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the
art the
earth.
most high over the earth. It's not power.
Oh, shit.
Forward.
Oh, yeah, we go.
Pray for the power of God in Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua,
Baruch Shah.
Baruch Shah,
The thunder now.
Thunder
now.
now,
Ka.
Ka,
Ka.
Ka,
La Rapa'ah.
Arba'ah,
Call Makala.
Kal Makalah,
Call Marawa.
Kal
Marawa,
Ka.
Ka,
La Tahar.
Atahar,
Amat Zaran.
Artazraim,
Ka.
Ka,
La Hakim.
Hakim,
Amatim.
Maki,
Ka.
Ka,
Arakhwa.
Arahawa,
Atamal.
Hadmal,
The Garsham.
Garsha,
Bashem Yahushua.
Shem Yahushua,
Warama.
Warama.
In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
name Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Please give us the power,
Give us the power.
the power to heal
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness,
All manner of
and
sickness.
all manner of disease,
All manner of disease.
power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse the lepers.
power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean
to
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name Yahushua,
Name Yahushua.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name Yahushua,
name Yahushua,
let's do us now,
let's do us now,
right now.
right now.
Saying evils and curses,
Evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction,
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against
that
us,
speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
teachers,
teachers,
princes,
princes,
priests,
priests,
the Israelite brothers in the school,
the Israelite brothers in the school,
saying evils and curses,
evils and curses,
punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction,
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
and shake loose
the treasure
the treasure
of the rich of
of
Israel
the rich of
that
Israel.
refuse to give to the
I
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches
into thy sanctuary,
into thy sanctuary,
saying evils and curses,
evils and curses,
punishment and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nations
and the nations
and the drug
and the
dealers,
drug dealers,
court systems,
court systems,
prison systems,
prison systems,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and
Roman
armies,
Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Plus
Klan,
Aryan Nation,
every nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Pasakamatazi,
Patamatazi,
gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers for witchcraft,
NASA space program,
space program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the airway,
and the airway,
the cable access channel,
cable access channel,
and the radio
and
channel,
the radio channel,
make the spirit
with the spirit,
of any of our people
and thy people
to seek to stop us
seek to stop
and bring swift destruction
bring swift destruction,
to all the heat,
all the
that
heathen
stand in the way,
stand in the way,
try to stop us
try to stop
from
us,
broadcasting your words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth,
Let loose all the
and
plagues,
it's all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
cause to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth,
and consume them.
consume,
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
and the plague shake the house of the thief,
and the murder.
and murder,
The Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel,
come down to flying saucers
down to flying saucers,
and punish all the heat
punish all of
that
you,
come up against us
come against us,
as we speak thy
as we
words.
speak thy words,
Cause to be known
cause to be known
by all
by all,
there's angels that have done
as
it.
angels have done it,
Cause it to be spread through the media,
cause it to spread through the media,
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world,
Cause it to shake at thy cup.
cause it to shake at thy company,
In the name of Yahushua,
name of Yahushua,
thank you always.
thank you always,
So be it.
so be it.
Sorry. Sorry.
Bashem Yahushua, like Yashah.
Yeshabia, which means be seated. We're going to Ezekiel, the 17th chapter, verses 1 through 7.
Ezekiel chapter 17, verse 1. Yahya, the Bar Yahweh, Aliyah, Lamar, verse 2. Ban Adam, Khawad, Khayada, Wamashal, Mashal, Al-Bayat, Yashal, verse 3. Wamarat, Kahamar, Adanya, Yahweh, Anashar, Gadawal, Hakanapkin, Arak, Kabar, Mala'at, Hanawatazah, Ashar-Lawa, Rakumah, Ba'at, all Halabanawan, Wayaquat, Ath Tazmarat, Harazat, verse 4. Ath, Ra'ash, Yenyakowathia, Qatat, Wayabya, ويابي أها al aratza Kanayan Baya Kal Shema, verse 5. Wayakwak Mazarat Haratza Wayathanaha
What verse you in?
We are in the middle of verse 5.
Okay.
Bashara Zarai Kwak Al Mayam Rabian Tazap Tazapa Shema, verse 6. Wayatazamach Wayahya Lakapan Saukat Shaplat Kwawama Lapan Wat Dalawatya Alya Washarash Washarashya Washarashya the Kathiya Yahaya Watahaya Lakapan Wataisha Bariam Watashlach Parawat, verse 7. Wayahya Nashar Akkad Gadawal Yeah, gotta walk. Canopium. Norab Nawataza. Wahana. Agapan. Hazat. Kapana. Sharashia. Aliwa. Wadalayathia. It's like, I ain't never seen this before. They got that star right there.
I would just read that just like the Mecca memory does. I would kind of ignore that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make a sound or anything. It's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a placeholder. They're saying one word and then it's a pause. And then
What exactly is it?
So right here, like they got a star.
Oh, let me see.
I just never seen that before. Man.
Yeah, I don't think because I'm looking at the Mecca memory. There is no star in it. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't even got the dots or nothing like that.
Right. Well, it got some little stuff up under
It
it.
does, huh?
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
But
worry
it's,
about that. I know what you're talking about.
I can.
yeah. Some Malachite stuff that they just got
Right.
to throw you off real good.
Yeah.
Silicala. Las Quat. Avata. Maragua. Matahaya. And that's the end of verse 7.
Okay. All right. Beautifully read by this priest.
Most High Christ.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it from 17 and 1. Okay. I like these type of, you know what I'm saying, because it gets, it has it starts with some depth, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And you also got to consider what's going on at this time too. Ezekiel lived during the time of the Babylonian captivity. You see what I'm saying? So when he's talking about what happened here, he's talking about at that time right there. He's not talking about a literal eagle came down and, you know what I'm saying, some real Christian stuff, They think, because they take everything literally, but
Right.
then the things that are supposed to be taken literally are metaphorical and they're so spooky and mystical and all of that. Yeah, but the Most High has given, the understanding of these scriptures to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
Right.
You have to understand. One thing we have to understand is times and everything too. We have to understand that what's going on at that time. Just like we watch the news today to find out to keep up with the times, right?
Yeah.
You see what's going on. Well, it's the same thing in the scriptures. You got to look at the scriptures through that same perspective Ezekiel is prophesying according to the time of what's going on right here. But not only is it for that time, these things also, because these prophecies are not just one fold. You know what I'm saying? When the scripture said, and the Lord should bring thee into Egypt again with ships, it wasn't talking about that. Would just, you know what I'm saying? As long as when he spoke that, it goes on and on and on and on until the Most High put a stop to it. That's how it goes. When the Most High created man, he didn't just say create man and then one man disappeared and that was just that. No, it kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And then it's going to be a cap on that, and the Most High is going to say, okay, now stop. And it won't be no more men ever made. And that will be the complete number that he actually wants, and that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with everything. The Most High created a tree. Now you got tree, a tree, a tree, a tree, a tree, a tree, different variations of trees. You know what I'm saying? Clear up until he says stop. That's how this thing go. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 17, verse 1 in English. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, put forth a riddle and speak a parable unto the house of Israel.
Now, what's the crazy thing, the wild things about these parables is the only ones that really understand these parables is the ones that really want to, and they might not even get the understanding right then. You know what I'm saying? They might get the understanding somewhere later on. They might study and study and study and study, you know what I'm saying? And might try to find out and pray and pray and pray and try to find it out. And one day they sitting back, you know what I'm saying, not even thinking about it at the time, you know what I'm saying? They out plowing the field, you know, tending to the flocks and the herds, and bam, it hits them right then. You know what I'm saying? You ever had anything like that happen to you before?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, yeah, you see what I'm saying? You know what it is, you know. A lot of times it be like that, you know. But the Most High, you know, is rewarding you based on your diligence as far as in searching and seeking. You know what I'm saying? He really appreciates that. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And say, Thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long winged.
Now, who was this eagle at this time that is talked about? We know Esau has the sign of the eagle, but who had it before them? Because Esau even hijacked that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And where actually he greatly epitomizes that, though. You know, got to give that to him. He epitomizes that damn eagle. Believe that. Go ahead.
Full of feathers, which had diverse colors. So like it came unto Lebanon.
What's them diverse colors? Let's think. Go ahead. Can you get that, Amon? The diverse colors?
I mean, different skin tones.
Nah. Think about it. The diverse colors, because the eagle represents them. The eagle represents their whole as a nation, not their skin, but their whole as a nation, because or them being different colors, not that. You know what I'm saying? You have to think, what is the eagle of diverse colors? These colors also have a political purpose to red, white, blue. You get what I'm saying?
All right, kind of. All right, so like the different offices.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? The blue, the police, you know, force. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, General Hyman broke it down. He broke it down just so well. Remember that? Yeah, he broke it down so beautifully. That is those diverse colors that it's talking about. These state powers. Go ahead.
Which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar.
Yes. What did Babylon do? You know what I'm saying? What did Assyria do? Which was also just pretty much like Babylon. You know, because remember, they were merged together at first. They were merged together like Greco-Rome, Medo-Persia. As a matter of fact, Nebuchadnezzar was also called the king of Assyria, too. You remember that? He was also called that. Go ahead.
Verse 4. He cropped off the top of his young twigs.
Yeah, so he cropped off the top of his young twigs, right? So, you know, which has to do a lot of the times with, you know, them taking out certain heirs and everything so they can rule, you know. Go ahead.
and carried it into a land of traffic.
You know, and this right here, this is actually talking about when the Assyrians took, you know what I'm saying, took the 10 tribes, and you had the slaves that was taken. You know what I'm saying? You had the southern kingdom, brother, that was taken, and into a land of traffic means what? A land of merchants, a land of buying, selling, and trading. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He set it in the city of merchants.
And set it in a city of merchants. What was these merchants trying to buy? What's the biggest thing that they would try to buy?
People.
Yes, slaves. Yes. Every time that went into a war with somebody, they was trying to buy. They was that. Let me tell you, the Jewish man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't called that back then, and he wasn't called Amalek at that time either. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High said he would put out the name of Amalek, so he took the name, you know what I'm saying, away from it, and they started going by Grecian. You know what I'm saying? They start going by that. Then you start to become, that's when the confusion really started to set in of who these people actually even are. But we would go to war, like during the time of the Maccabees, we would go to war and they would set back with money, hoping that we lose, right? Now, this also goes to show you they don't want everybody as a slave. You know what I'm saying? If we won, they didn't come to us and be like, "Yo, let us get them, you know, such and such as slaves." Nah. You know what happened? If we won, they left and act like they never were out there to buy no slaves. You know what I'm saying? That guy, I mentioned this before, Larry Merchant, the boxing dude. What is he? Jewish. Ain't Merchant a common Jewish name? There's a reason for that. Hell, the mob boss, Trafficante. I forgot his first name. Anybody know who I'm talking about? His name is Trafficante. He was a mob boss down in Florida. The big time mob boss, one of the biggest mafia dons in Florida. Is some Trafficante. You know what I'm saying? That traffic has to do with buying, selling, and trading. Always. That's how, you know what I'm saying, he got that name because obviously that's what his peoples were in the past, buyers, sellers, and traders, merchants, merchant men. And I don't think he was a Malachite, he's a regular old Roman. You know, but they had Greco-Rome, means the two merged together. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 5. He took also the seed of the land and planted it in a fruitful field. He placed it by great waters and set it as a willow tree.
Now, when they talk about taking the seed of the land, now think about it for a second. Taking the Issacharites, moving them into a land, and they planting in tomatoes and growing a beautiful land out of that same land that doesn't belong to them, that belongs to somebody else, and they're working for them for pennies on the dollar and creating a beautiful land for them, beautiful tomatoes. They working, picking tomatoes and everything for Taco Bell right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it, you know, taking us out of one land, putting us in somewhere else, taking us to Jamaica, Cuba, taking Issachar to the Philippines to work the sugarcane fields. You know, taking, you know, us down south for the cotton. Set it in a fruitful. Let me go read that part again.
He took also of the seed of the land and planted it in a fruitful field.
In a fruitful field. Because what fruitful field is this that we start to talk about? Because this stuff goes down in time too. America was a very fruitful field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? America was they call this New Jerusalem. They used to call it that. They called this place, at one time they called it the New Jerusalem because of how rich this land is. And that's one of the reasons also too, if anybody want to know why they destroyed Gad, because Gad, remember when it said he took the first portion for himself because he was seated with the lawgivers.
That's like Genesis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Gad took on a high, you know, position, you know what I'm saying, in judgment and everything. Remember, he didn't have that when we was together as a nation.
Right.
But, you know, when they came to this side of the world, now he has that. Gad was looked at as one of the lesser tribes back then.
Right.
But when they're coming over to this new world, Gad took the first portion for himself and for his children, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with the as a portion with the lawgiver was he seated. You know what I'm saying? So Gad became a lawgiver, just like Judah. And that's one of the. Let me let you in on something else. Let's do some real history of slave revolts. This is one of the reasons why Judah and Gad were together a lot in these slave revolts. Nobody likes to talk about that, but the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
And the other people don't talk about it because they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? But we kicked. We kicked behinds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Judah and Gad came together and kicked some
Damn right.
serious behind.
Damn right.
We ran devils out of cities. As a matter of fact, it's somewhere in Virginia that's real famous for Judah and Gad coming together and them have had 40 years of no devil.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Captain? You know, you talk about some beautiful stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy the job that they done did on, you know, Judah and Gad and everything. You know what I'm saying? It made us, you know, hate one another over them years. And once they start pumping the devil juice in the veins of the Gadites, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know. And then it's funny because that Africanism also rifted us from Gad also. A lot of people don't know about that Africanism because at first everybody has an Indian in them. But when people start claiming that African garbage, now that you don't got no Indian in you now.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's just all black. It's just, you know what I'm saying, bongos and, you know what I'm saying, you know, mud huts and bongos now. Nah, come on, man. You know, you way more kin to the Indians than you are some damn Africans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I looked at all the countries that's on the United African Nations. It's awfully funny because ain't no goddamn Negro countries on there.
Right.
You know, Jamaica's not on there.
No,
All of them Caribbean islands, Haiti, Cuba, you know what I'm saying, south of Brazil. Why ain't none of these on? When the African Union is compiled of every African country except for one, except for two rather, Libya and Morocco. They unite because you know, all of them countries unite because they family. Haiti tried to get inside the African Union and they said no. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, you know, Jeremy, I just spoke about that like a month or two ago. About 2-3 months ago.
Yeah. I think he was the first one to really start talk about that.
Yeah, because
nobody else was.
talking about Haiti with, you know, the mission to Akuna.
Right. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. That's he had brought that out, just saying how, just proving more like we are not them.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Nobody
else ever even mentioned that.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody first.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell, you still ain't heard it from nobody else yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People don't talk about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I still ain't heard nobody else talk about that. And this has been months ago. You know, and the United African Nations, or whatever the hell you want to call it, they still running strong right now. They positioning themselves for World War III. They running strong right now. You know what I'm saying? And they uniting because they Ham. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how Nimrod united all the children of Ham when he was in power. He united all his brothers together and made them the first family. You know what I'm saying? As he went on forth to conquer the world, you know, and they it's like all the African countries just fell right back into that same groove, that same Nimrod groove, except they don't have the power that they had at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they are exceedingly getting powerful though. Yeah. They certainly can't sleep, but they are exceedingly getting powerful because see, when you're in a union like that, and somebody mess with you, that's like being in a mob.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got all of this table full of dons, and somebody from the outside messes with one of them dons, then that means the other dons everybody got to come down on you.
Right.
It's that all for one and one for all type of deal. So that's one of the things that's going to make them real powerful in this time of, World War III, because it's all for one and one for all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to get that power on the earth.
That's
Go ahead.
right.
And if I may, and with all their power and all their games, we still ain't taking cow piss showers. Like our
Right.
people, so we don't rock with that.
Right.
That ain't
Right.
our vibe. We don't do
Right.
nothing like
Yeah.
that
We not
at all.
We don't like doo-doo and flies.
At all.
We don't sit our head on cows behind, eating goat blood clots and all
No.
kind of. You know what I'm saying? We don't do none of that. That's not that. We not that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've been known for doing some vile stuff just by imitating other nations.
Right.
But it's like it's still a boundary that we won't cross. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to live in no niggas ain't trying to live in no doo-doo hut. You know what I'm saying? They, if you look how poor brothers are in Jamaica and stuff like that, they'll take car hoods and make a goddamn house out of it. You know what I'm saying? They'll take car hoods and stuff and make a roof, a tin roof, and all that. You ain't seeing them living no goddamn mud and doo-doo and feces. That's not happening.
So like, you know what too? I always tell people that too. Like, when it comes to African culture, right?
Right.
They always, they be like, yeah, I'm African, motherland, shit like that. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Where's your plate at in your lip?
Right. Exactly.
Where's the tribal marks at? Where's all the stuff that they do in their culture? Like, if you really a true African, do what they do.
Yeah, exactly. Do what they do.
Eat albinos.
Right. Yeah. Make soups and
they are good luck. So they say.
Yeah. They're making soups out of.
Man, that's crazy. It's like, look, boy, like you're not an African. You're trying to be something that you're not. You want to be African.
Right.
But you ain't got it in you. I don't care how high you are. You know what I mean? As far as philosophies and cultures, you're not gonna get down with that.
No.
You know what I mean? I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? I know people may imitate it, but actually living that lifestyle, how these other heathens do, nah.
They not trying to go that damn far.
Like you said, doo-doo huts, whatever.
Yeah, that doo-doo hut and the flies and all of that. They're not trying to be down with all of that. The whole big plates in their lips and they're stretching their stuff all the way the hell out to here. Fit the whole goddamn potato salad bowl and they inside their face. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But they want to embrace all of this African culture. And you know what? It's funny because Africans are insulted about black people's imitation of African culture.
Misappropriation.
Right.
It's like an article just came out some months ago where Africans said they want black people to stop imitate. You saw that?
Yeah. When did this come out?
Like a month or two ago.
I like to keep that and put that in the archive.
I want to say maybe Captain Khan had shared it on Facebook. I had to find it, but I was like, there you go. That's the proof.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want you acting like them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They don't want us, imitating, just like hell, even Arabs don't even want black people being Muslims. Yeah. I mean, come on, what the hell a bow tie got to do with them?
Right.
A bow tie. We you know what I'm saying? The nation of even during the time of Malcolm X.
I never understood.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Where the hell did that bow tie come from? You being a servant, a butler.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? Even the fade and keeping your hair cut real low. You know what I'm saying? We think of something godly with that, as if God is sitting in the heaven with a fade. Just serious. This is how we be thinking. We think God is sitting in heaven with a fade and your farts in it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. And lineups and all of that. Got his face all lined up. No. We think that you believe that that's what God, where God is the white man. Because fade ain't nothing but a modified bowl haircut. That's all it is. Back from the days of slavery, when they would take the bowl, put it on your head, and shave around it. Now they just make it look good with a blend. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's the same damn thing. It's a bowl. That's what it really is. A bowl haircut. It's a slave haircut. They give you the same stuff in the military.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shave the hair and give you that, what they call it a buzz cut.
Yeah.
What we call it fade, white people call it a buzz cut.
Right, yeah.
They give you the buzz in the military.
That's not the only thing that they give you in the military. It's a lot of it.
I've heard the stories.
Right.
Yeah, I heard the stories, boy. And them sisters joining the military. Good night.
Yeah.
Boy. pretty bad for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. A lot of them sisters be loving it though. You know what I'm saying? Giving it real. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? They down for that. Okay. What verse we at?
Verse 6.
Okay.
And it grew and became a spreading vine of low stature, whose branches turned toward him.
Right, because what do? We always turn towards the people that's ruling over us.
Right.
We always bend our branches toward them, as looking at them saying, "Abba, Father." You know what I'm saying? That's what our people do. Whoever feeding niggas. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't our people. If our people's feeding, they ain't gonna find something wrong with the food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if Esau, his food stamps, his Section 8, his jobs, we bend our bows towards him. You know what I'm saying? What do you want us to do next, Master? You know what I'm saying? Would be something like that.
It's like if I may get a precept for you. Real quick.
Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou, Salaki? Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Right. Why trimmest thou beard? You know what I'm saying? Why trimmest thou beard to seek love? Why the woman grow a big pretty afro and then want to cut it down into a damn Morgan Freeman hairstyle? You know what I'm saying? Why do that? And the funny thing about it, we trim our ways to seek love. I mean, you even got brothers that's trimming their rods to seek love. LL Cool J trimmed his lips. Remember LL Cool J used to pride himself on his lips and all that. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah, I think the woman used to love him based on that.
Right. He messed around and got a lip reduction. What'd that tell you?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
LL
Cool J got a lip
crazy,
reduction.
bro.
Yeah. Y'all didn't know that?
No,
Look at his pictures of now.
I mean, it's like I just don't say niggas' lips and shit. So like,
Yeah. Think about it.
I mean, women's lips, yes, but man, I don't think too hard about it. It's just something that's part of your face, but I don't think too hard about it.
Think
But
about
I
it.
know
He used
that
to always
shit.
be licking them all the time, and he used to always, that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ladies love Cool J, and
it's probably dry, like Jay-Z. Everybody make fun of Jay-Z because his shit be like bulging and dry. Is what they say. You know what I mean? So he probably need the same thing that LL Cool J got.
lip reduction? No,
That's
hell no.
crazy.
Yeah, lip reduction. If you prided yourself in something, and then you mess around and get it reduced like that, when you become super famous and everything, you're just trying to please white people. At that point, you're trying to get your lips like theirs. And thing about it, he ain't landing no movie roles though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do something like that? People get stuff cut on their face and everything because they believe that they're gonna land certain type of movie roles. What movies has LL been into lately?
He hasn't been in movies since like almost 15 years ago.
Right. And he got the meat sucked out his lips for that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is infection could have happened or any damn thing, and he mess around and lose his whole damn lips. All you see is his teeth all the time. Yeah. You taking a big old huge gamble by doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? An infection could come to your lips. You know what I'm saying? And eat your whole goddamn lips away. Gangrene of the grill. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Red, eat your gums and every damn thing out. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. Good night. When we bend towards them, we lose our minds because we start doing things about like letting them cut on our faces. You let a person put a knife to your goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? If it's life threatening, I can see it. But if it's non-life threatening and you sit there and let somebody put a razor sharp knife to your damn face, you got to be sick. You got to be plumb out your damn mind.
Right.
That just go to show you. Could read that part again?
And the groom became a spreading vine of low stature, whose branches turned toward him.
Those branches turned toward him. You know what I'm saying? We turn toward these heathens and away from the Lord is what we actually doing.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the roots thereof were under him. So it became a vine and brought forth branches and shot forth sprigs. Verse 7.
Now think about it. The sprigs are weaker than even the branches are. You know what I'm saying? Because in these lands of captivity, there was children born that were actually weaker than the parents. And we see that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We see that the parents, people, parents and stuff ain't today is not like they were 50, 60 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's just a free for any damn thing goes.
Right.
And these sprigs that come out of the branches are weaker. Go ahead.
Verse 7. There was also another great eagle with great wings and many feathers. And behold, this vine did bend her roots toward him and shot forth her branches.
Right. So, okay. So who was the next eagle to come out of Babylon? It wasn't Medo-Persia, because Medo-Persia didn't bear those particular characteristics. Greece came before Rome.
Oh, Greece.
But pretty much you're still right, because they merged and became one damn empire. The empire of the Edomites, pretty much, yeah, which is Greece and Rome. So yeah, right, yeah. So it's the same. Yeah, it's right. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I do also mix it up Greece and then Rome.
All right, but in reality, they are the same.
Yeah,
though.
they are. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you want to be politically correct.
Yeah. Because one of the most powerful secret societies out there is ran by Jewish men, but it's called Club Rome.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah, Club Rome is supposed to be the most powerful out of all the secret societies. And it's ran by Jewish men, the Grecians. They blended in and just became Rome also. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the ways they were able to infiltrate so much stuff. Because remember, they got their butts kicked by the Romans and by Jerusalem. So now they had to pretty much shake off the Grecian. And you think Grecian today, you think, oh, it's the people in Greece. You know what I'm saying? How they done hid themselves even from that.
So it sounds like they couldn't got jumped.
Huh?
They got jumped.
Yeah. they got smoked. They got, you know what I'm saying? Romans took over the Spain. That was big for them too. Because Spain at the time was full of silver. You know what I'm saying? Spain was known for a lot of silver. And they had silver mines and all of that. So when they said that in the book of Maccabees, it said, and the Romans took over the silver mines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead.
This vine did bend her roots towards him and shot forth her branches toward him, that he might water it by the furrows of her plantation.
Plantation. Y'all hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Plantation. Land of traffic. Merchants. Slaves. We took the seed and put it in a fruitful field. Go ahead.
That was the end of 7.
Okay. All right. My jump.
Upon the Aquadome, turn to face the east. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, find in Matthew chapter 6, verse 8 through 13. Abinawa,
Now.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamkah.
Shukah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Tabah.
Tabah.
Patazaka.
Zaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baharatazah.
Baharatazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Latananaw.
Dana.
Lakam.
Come.
Ko.
Call.
Yawam.
The one.
Wasalachnaw.
Salakna.
Kabawatnaw.
Wafina.
Kasalachnaw.
Salakna.
Kabawatnaw.
Kawafina.
Wala'ah.
Wala.
Tabiyanaw.
Tabiyanaw.
Banasawan.
Banasawan.
Abol.
Bo.
Awshanaw.
Shina.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Malakwa.
Malakwa.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Watapawa.
Right.
Lawalami.
Lawalami.
Come on.
Come on. In English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
daily
Daily
bread.
bread.
And forgive us of our debts.
Forgive us of our
debts.
As we forgive our
As
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into
Lead
temptation.
us not to temptation,
But deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory,
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Ashah.
Asha'ah,
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Alright.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yabah.
Yabah.
Azari.
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 Ma'an.
Ma'an.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ashah.
Asha.
Shemaim.
Shemaim,
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Ayitan.
Ayatan,
Adida.
Lamawat.
Namawat.
Regalka.
Gog,
Gawka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Na.
La'a.
Ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yaisam.
Yaisam.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Zalka.
Zalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yamamam.
Hashamash.
Hashimash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Ba'ara.
Ba'ara.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Korah.
Korah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Adnapash.
Abdipash.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'at.
Tazat.
Wabawa'a.
Wabawak.
Ma'ita.
Ma'it.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awlam.
Avalon. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes to the hill.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
from which
From
comes
whence
my
comes
help,
My help comes from Yahweh,
My help comes from
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Do not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
Do not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel,
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth,
This time forth,
evil evermore.
forevermore.
But for power, the cock Hebrew, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Bahushua.
Bahushua.
The thunder now.
Thunder now.
The cock.
The cock.
The cock.
The cock,
La Rapa'ah.
now
Arpa'ah.
Call Makala.
Kal Malah.
Or call Marawat.
Kal Marawah.
The cock.
The cock.
La Tahar.
Lajahar.
Hamatazran.
Altazrai.
The cock.
The cock.
La Hakim.
the hakim,
Hakim.
Hamati.
Amati.
The cock.
The cock.
Al Rakawat.
Arakawah.
Atamal.
Atma'al.
the
Garshan.
Garsha,
Bashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
Tuwaraman. In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
name Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power,
power to heal.
Power
to heal.
All manner of sickness.
all manner of
And
sickness,
all manner of disease.
all manner of disease,
Power to cleanse the leper.
power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to raise the dead.
power to raise the dead,
Power against unclean spirits.
power against unclean
To
spirits,
cast them out.
cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
For the bless Israel of the evil. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanaw.
Barak
Wayashal.
Yahshua.
Wabayat.
Wahaya.
Sapar.
Sapari,
Barak.
Barak,
Rapa'ah.
Raba'ah.
Gun.
Gun.
A gun.
A gun.
Now, just to save time, all of Israel.
All of Israel.
all of Israel.
Bashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua,
Tuadaman.
Tuwaraman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
In the school.
In the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Love us.
Love
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like it.
The next one. The next one.
You know, this-
It's right after that.
no, we haven't went to the 83.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
The next one.
Psalms 83 and even. Allahim,
Allahim.
Adam Yalaka,
Adam Yalaka.
Al-Takarat,
Al-Takarash.
Wal-Tasquat,
Wal-Tasquat.
Oh,
Oh.
Kiyana,
Yahana.
Awabika,
Awabika.
Yahamiyawan,
Yahamirwan.
Ra'ash,
Raj.
Al-Amaka,
Alamaka.
Yaruyamu,
Yayam.
Sawaz,
Sawa.
Wayata Yaitazwa, Altazwa Panika,
Atazupanika.
Amaru,
Amar.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakagidam,
Gagidam.
Magawi,
Gawi.
Wala'a, Yazakar,
Ayashkar.
Shamya Sha'al,
Shamya Sha'al.
Awad,
Iwa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Daitazwa,
Tazu.
Laba,
Naba.
Yakarwa,
Kadu.
Ariaka,
Ayak.
Maria,
Maria.
Yakaratu,
Yakaratu.
Ahali,
Ahali.
Arwan,
Arwan.
Waya Shemai Alayon,
Wayashma Alayam.
Mawab,
Mawab.
Wahagari,
Wagari.
Gabo,
Kabal.
Wamwa,
Wamu.
Wamla,
Amala.
Walishat,
Balshat.
Amishabi,
Abishabi.
Tazawo,
Tazawo.
Gam Ashawo,
Gamashu.
Dalwa,
Nawa.
Amam,
Amam.
Haiwa,
Awa.
Zawat,
Jawad.
Labanya Lawa,
Abanya Lawat.
Salat,
Salah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Laham,
Laham.
Kamadi,
Kamadi.
Kasiyas, Kasiyas Sarah,
Yasara.
Kayabi,
Kayabi.
Bankhal,
Manakao.
Wayashwan,
Yashua.
Nasamaru,
Nashmaru.
Ayanda Aro,
Ayanda Ara.
Hayabu,
Hayaw.
Daman,
Haman.
Ladam,
Adam.
Shatam,
Shatam.
Nariya Mau,
Nariyamal.
Kaira,
Tyra.
Wakazab,
Wakazab.
Wakazaba,
Wakazabat.
Wakazal Manai,
Wakazal Manar.
Kalna Sakam,
Kana Sayakam.
Shaw,
Shah.
Mau,
Amaru.
Nayarasha,
Narasha.
Lanwa,
Yanwa.
Nawa,
Nawa.
Alai,
Alahai.
Alaya,
Alaya.
Shatam,
Shatam.
Kagavla,
Kagab.
Kwash,
Kwash.
Lapanya Rakha,
Panyuraka.
Kaash,
Kaash.
the Bari Ira,
Bari Yair.
Wakalab,
Wakalab.
Talai,
Alahat.
Ari,
Ari.
Khan,
Khan.
Dardak,
Dardak.
Basarika,
Sarka.
Wabasa Wapaka,
Basu Patka.
Tabalam,
Dagalaham.
Malaa,
Alaha.
Panya,
Panya.
Kwalwan,
Panwan.
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Wakash.
Shabka,
Shuka.
Yahaw,
Yahaw.
Yabashu,
Yabash.
Wayaba Haw,
Wayahaw.
Adi Ai,
Ayai.
Waya Kapar,
Wayakapar.
Waya Baru,
Wayabak.
Waya Daibu,
Wayadai.
Kayata,
Kayata.
Shabka,
Shuka.
Yahaw,
Yahaw.
Labaka,
Labaka.
Aliwan,
Yawan.
Ah.
Ko,
Ko.
Arat,
Aratza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
He not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And he is making smoke.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate
have lifted up the head.
and lift up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They take crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
So against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
In the name of Israel,
may be no more
there
remembered.
is no more remember.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against
The tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Eden,
and the Ishmaelites
and
of
the
Moab,
and the Israelites of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gebal,
Baal,
and Ammon,
and
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Shall also join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
And hope the children of Lot.
Lot.
Salah,
Do unto them as to the Midianites,
the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Syria,
as to Jabin,
as to Judah,
as the brook of Kisan,
as the brook of Kisan,
which perisheth indoors.
which perished in the
They
door,
became as dung for the earth.
became down to the earth,
Make their nobles like a red,
and nobles like a
and
river,
like Zeeb.
like Zee,
Yea,
yea,
all the princes
all the princes,
as Zebul and Zalmunna,
who
who said,
said,
Let us take to ourselves
let's say to
the
ourselves,
house of Yahweh in possession.
house of Yahweh possession.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel.
Make like a wheel.
As a stumble before the wind.
So before the wind.
As a fire burns the wood.
As fire burns the wood.
And as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
Persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name, O
They may
Yahweh.
seek thy name.
That they might seek thy name,
O
O Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble.
Let them be found in trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
All the earth.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Let's do us now.
Let's do it now.
Right now.
Right now.
Say evils and curses.
Evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
Speak against us.
And thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
Princes.
Princes.
Priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the schools.
Saying evils and curses.
Evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake
The
loose.
treasure of the rich of Israel.
Treasure of the rich of Israel.
They refuse to give to the school.
They refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
Into thy sanctuary.
Into thy sanctuary.
And evils and curses.
Evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And the drug
And
dealers.
the drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and
The
armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Pasikomatazi. The
Pasikomatazi.
gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
And space program.
Space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channel.
The access channel.
And the radio
And
channel.
radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
The spirit.
And we need our people.
And thy people.
To seek to stop
To
us.
seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift
To
destruction.
all the heathens.
To all the
That
heathens.
stand in the way.
Stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Try to stop
From
us.
broadcasting your word.
Broadcast your word.
Throughout the planet earth.
Throughout the planet
Let
earth.
loose all the plagues.
Let's all play.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Go to and
Through
fro.
the earth.
To the earth.
And consume them.
And consume.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief.
Place it down to the thief.
And the murder.
And the murder.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucers.
Down to flying
And
saucers.
punish all the heathens.
Punish all the
And come up against us.
Come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
And speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause we know by all.
As the angels have done it.
As angels have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it spread to the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy company.
Cause the shake at that come.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So, stop. That concludes our Sabbath service.